You can send them to paypal.petcarebuddies@gmail.com. And now we're going to read the fabulous story, Adventures of Mooch the Pooch by Sir Herbert Sneakies. Oh, it's my favorite!
Adventures of Mooch the Pooch. There once was a Pooch who was a big mooch. He mooched up all his friends and no one wanted him around anymore. He always created mishaps and he even ate all of Mrs. Duffy's homemade pies. Or so she thought. This is the story of Mooch the Pooch. Mrs. Duffy was a robust and curvy Cocker Spaniel who baked desserts all day in her bakery, Mrs. Duffy's Bakery Emporium of Delights. As soon as she pulled her pies out of the oven, there was Mooch. He put his face right up against the store window, smelling the pies. He looked and noticed a sign on the door that said, "Welcome." A sweet old lady in a gruff voice said, "Excuse me, Poochie, can you hurry up and push the door open?" Mooch was happy to help and open the door for her. But this was no lady, it was Fat Cat Corleone. Fat Cat ran into the shop and started eating up all of Mrs. Duffy's pies. Blueberry, cherry, apple, peach, and banana pies disappeared into Fat Cat's big stomach. Fat Cat Corleone, he ran out of the store, leaving Mooch to take the blame for the pie mess everywhere in the store. Blueberry stains, cherry stains, apple stains, peach stains. The whole store was all messed up with paw prints from pies eaten all up. Mrs. Duffy told Mooch to scoot. "Scoot, you Mooch." Mooch licked his lips and sunk his head down low. His love of pies got him kicked out of Mrs. Duffy's bakery for good. Mooch was sad, but he decided to go over his buddy's Billy Bobby Ray's house. He was an old German shepherd with a collection of toy soldiers. Billy Bobby Ray had all kinds of toys in battle positions. He even had an English palace guard. Oh, so cool. Mooch started to play with the toy soldiers, but before you knew it, Mooch's paw hit the turn-on button of a toy tank. He wanted to ride, so he hopped on top of the tank, and the tank went around in circles and circles. Oh, snap, snap, snap. His steering wasn't so great, and the tank drove over the toy soldiers, breaking their arms and legs. Billy Bobby Ray barked, "You broke my toys, Mooch. Now scooch." Woof, woof, woof. Scooch, scooch. Mooch tried to turn off the tank, but before the tank stopped, it ran over Billy Bobby Ray's foot. Ow, 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 oh, oh, ow. Billy Bobby Ray screamed. He hopped around on one foot in pain. Oh, no. Oh, my God. A soldier walked up to Mooch and escorted him to the door. "About face, forward march, outside Pooch, now scooch," the drill sergeant toy soldier said while blowing a loud whistle. "Toot, toot, toot." Mooch headed out of Billy Bobby Ray's house and his head sank low. He didn't mean to break Billy Bobby's toys, but his eyesight wasn't so good. Mooch was sad and walked off. He walked and walked until he looked up and saw a sign. "Dog park." Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Mooch got excited and walked to the park and sat on a bench. He sat there until he saw Mrs. Nelson walking her dogtown. Mr. Peabody, who had on a black and white tuxedo coat. Mr. Peabody had his head held up high, sporting his new black top hat. "Well, hello, how do you do? I am quite dapper." Mrs. Nelson was walking next to her friend, Sylvia Lopez, who was walking her long-haired Chihuahua, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer was wearing a sparkling diamond collar, pink fur coat, and matching fur booties. Oh, that's so cute. and she walked along with Mr. Peabody. She was so cute, oh my gosh. Mooch thought he would go for a walk with the group. Mooch ran over, and the sun hit the diamond collar, making it sparkle. The light shone right into Mooch's eyes. He accidentally stepped on Mr. Peabody's tail. Woof, woof, woof. Mr. Peabody barked in pain. He hopped up and down, and his hat was now dangling from his head. Oh, no. Mr. Peabody then bumped into Jennifer Lopez, knocking her down. Her new pink coat was covered in black dirt. There was black paw prints all over it. Growl, growl, you klutz. Jennifer Lopez growled at Mooch. Mr. Peabody chased Mooch away. Shoo, shoo, you old Pooch, he said. Mr. Peabody tried to put back on his black top hat, but it was crooked. He and Jennifer put their nose up in the air and turned around and walked off in a huff. Well, I never, Mrs. Nelson said as she straightened out Mr. Peabody's hat. Some nerve, Sylvie said. Come on, Jennifer, she said as she walked with Mrs. Nelson down the park towards the benches. Nobody wanted Mooch around, not even Mr. Peabody, the dachshund. Mooch decided it was time for him to leave. Mooch headed west, looking for a place where he could fit in. Mooch wasn't the best at seeing far, so he held it a thumb to hitch a ride on a truck, which almost ran him over. Oh no! Mooch decided to walk as far as he could. He walked on and on, up hills and down hills. Mooch waded through rivers and even floated on a boat. Mooch walked in the rain. He was soaking wet and took cover under an umbrella tent. Oops, this is no umbrella. There was a lady's big poofy dress skirt that looked like an umbrella. Uh-oh. The lady screamed, ah! And her husband came chasing Mooch with an old broomstick. Shoot, 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 you old Pooch. A couple kissing in the rain seemed to be